So there are two methods for initial member growth, getting your first members into your online community. The first method is called seeding. It's really popular. It's taught by a lot of community professionals because it's a reliable way to get those initial members into your online space and grow it. So seeding is all about curating your first members, reaching out to specific people who you know are passionate and getting them involved in building your new community. You reach out to these people before you launch your community to everybody else. So let's talk about who you would reach out to seed your new community. You can reach out to happy customers. No matter what part of the customer value journey your community serves, people who already love you are a great resource to seeding initial members into your community. You can also reach out to industry leaders who are passionate about your community's topic. They would probably love to participate and connect with equally passionate people. You can reach out to passion players. Maybe they're not industry leaders, but you know that they are really involved in the space and they're really passionate about your community's topic. You can also reach out to your network. You probably know some people who would love to contribute and help build your new community. And don't forget about your team members, people who work in your company. Maybe you have some industry leaders who are your colleagues who would love to create some initial discussion in your new online community. So here, this is just a place to get started in finding seeds for your online space. Now remember, most of your seeds probably aren't on your payroll, so don't treat them like employees. Nobody is going to do anything that sounds like a job. Make it sound like they are contributing to creating a wonderful new space for equally passionate people, and I think that you'll find that you will get lots of interest. Now remember when we went over benefits for community? Whenever you're talking to your seeds, you're living in esteem. You want to build them up, let them know that their contributions will be so valuable to your community. So whenever you're talking to seeds and seeing if they would like to participate in building your space, here are some benefits you can highlight. Often increased access is a big motivator for people who you would like to seed your community. Increased access to your team or access to other industry leaders who are also participating in the community is a great motivator. If you have gamification features in your platform, special badges, make them charter members or founding members, and give them a unique designation within your community so all your future members can see how they've contributed. There's also a sense of building authority and seniority in a community. Once that community takes off, your seeds will have a position of authority because they were there from the ground up. In the same way, they have a sense of ownership over the direction of the community. So let them in on things like creating your guidelines and consult them whenever you're thinking about making changes to the direction of your community. There's also a sense of investment. You're asking these people to contribute their time and probably their knowledge and their passion. So they would like to feel invested in the direction of that community. So the idea behind seeding is to build valuable social density. Whenever other members come in, they're not just seeing a bunch of small talk, they're seeing people who have already progressed through that relationship funnel. Seeds act as the foundation that your community is built upon. And seeding grows your community organically because seeds drive the best word of mouth. You can ask your seeds to refer their friends and their colleagues and their coworkers to your community because chances are they probably know people who are equally passionate about your community topic. So after the majority of the content is produced by the seeds and their referrals, then you can open up your community to everyone else because you've built up that valuable social density and people can join the community and immediately see the value of participation. So if you're struggling with low social density in your community, remember that the conversation has to be meaningful. So here are some tips for addressing low social density. It can help to keep the conversation tight when you're first starting out. Make your community just about one topic, and then you can expand once the social density builds up. But keeping the conversation focused helps build valuable content quicker. You can also create content that moves members through that relationship model, which we will discuss in detail in Lesson 5. You can also work to establish a community culture. That's things like guidelines and member-specific language, which we will also cover later in this course.